Seniors of Reddit, what's the best life advice for young people? It's easier to lose weight, get in shape when you start early. The longer you wait, the harder it gets. Also, if you struggle making huge lifestyle changes, take baby steps. Wait 15 minutes before grabbing more food. Go for a 10-minute walk after eating. If you get a burger, take one or both buns off. Do a deep stretch first thing in the morning. Little changes are easier to stick to and build up quick. People in your life will treat you weird when you start making changes. Most people don't like change. Even if it's good, it makes him feel a little uncomfortable because they have to adjust to you being different. Some are just narcissist. In their view, if you do good then it means they're doing bad. Essentially, you're insulting them. You might want to drop those people in particular. Enjoy the people closest to you and tell them you love them. You never know how long they'll be around. I'm in my 60s now and still miss my mom and dad. If you're looking for a lifetime partner, it will be the one who has your back and who is your best friend. Even on bad days, your life partner is the only family member you ever get to choose. You don't pick your kids, your parents, your in-laws. Make the one choice you get count. There are plenty of family members I'd trade in. Some I can stand for a while. Some I even like to be with. But there's only one I would take with me, a desert island. Only one I would want to wake up with every single day of existence. If you pick your partner well, you will be happy whatever happens in life. Adults don't know what they're doing. There isn't some point in your life when you go from WTF is going on to okay, I've got it all figured out. Knowing that, don't stress that you don't have it all figured out. You're not behind the curve. If you're trying to find yourself or have no idea where you want to be in 5 years, experiences is more valuable than material things. Even bad experiences become good stories for later. I know that is what people say, but honestly, I don't think it is really a rule. To me, it is more a balance between both. To me, living a simple life with someone you love in a comfortable place and spending some quality time with that person is really the essence of happiness. After that, of course you want to travel and you want to party less and less with age, in my case. But playing guitar on a nice instrument or watching series on Netflix on nice TV with a nice sound system and buying good wine and good food, which you cook in a nice kitchen, all that may seem like stuff, but it does provide pleasure every day around the repetitive cycle of life. In that sense, stuff is something one can enjoy a lot, and that can make one's life very nice to live. So of course you also want to travel, and you also want to see a nice concert, and it creates memories that never go away, of course. But to me, trying to live ultimate experiences every day and spending all your money in travels or in experiences is as bad as not doing anything because you want to own 32 luxury Rolex watches. To me, having a good balance between nice things you use all the time and nice experiences you will remember and still talk about decades later with the person you love is what makes life perfect. Don't let being in a relationship take the front seat in your life at 20. You'll have your whole adult life to get into a partnership and go through everything in that arena. Learn to be alone first. Figure out what makes you truly happy without someone else's needs or actions clouding your judgment, and make sure you enjoy your own company, have fun and be free while you can. Never sell your safety or health for wages. Those people you think you are impressing that say you're so irreplaceable, wait till you're hurt and out 8 weeks. They won't miss you long enough to fill your parking space. Never give your life to your job. Your paycheck is a tool. Save your heart for your family. They will be around longer. Compound interest is your best friend. The trick to life is making use of it while it can do you real good. 20 years from now nobody will care what clubs you went to in your 20s, or what restaurants you ate at, or what your fashion sense was. Work-related expenditures matter. Networking expenditures matter. Learn about dual method contraception and practice it. If you're straight, contingency planning is simpler than parenting. The worst romantic relationships start out beautifully because one of the individuals is putting on an act. They can't keep up the act long. The two most reliable ways to avoid an abusive relationship are to break it off early with someone who tries to rush commitment and/or someone who has control issues. I don't know if it's my best advice, but it's what comes to mind first. If your job is miserable because of a bad workplace environment, move on as soon as possible. It's just a job. It'll probably never get better, and it will ruin your life and possibly your health. I once stayed in a toxic workplace far too long. I dreaded going to work every day. My blood pressure was literally 180 hundredths, and I was on my way to ulcers before I finally left. Don't expect respect from other people. Be pleasantly surprised by it, but don't expect it. Some people need to make other people unhappy to make themselves happy. Learn to identify these people. Avoid them. Eject them from your life. Focus on the things that make you happy. Wear what you want. Read what you want. Live your life now, not later on. Do whatever makes you happy between now and your inevitable death. Each breath you take propels you ever closer to that death. Make each moment between then and now as meaningful to you as you want. If that means climbing mountains, then climb. If that means reading your favorite novel in your pajamas, then read. Don't base your life on other people's accomplishments and goals. Screw the Genesis and keeping up with them. Don't make one thing your whole identity. It sells yourself short. Don't worry what others think. You'll all be dead in a few decades anyway. Sounds very cliche and young people hear it all the time, and trust me, I heard it too, but really enjoy the little moments and cherish every moment spent with a loved one. I'm 71 now, and my wife of 46 years recently passed a year ago due to stage 3 pancreatic cancer. She was the love of my life, had our ups and downs, but stay true and solid forever. Our son committed suicide at 23. I would do anything to bring my boy back, truly the light of my world, and I won't forget all the father-son moments we had. Cherish those little moments. You never know when it will be taken away like that. I lost my father 2 years ago. What helped me cope with the losses? That we had a really healthy relationship. From the moment he retired, my goal was to spend more and more time with him. And of course, my mom. I hear a lot of people saying that they hope they spent more time with their loved ones or told them how much they love them after they are gone. I made sure that I don't feel that way when they pass away. Of course, you get sad when they die, but then you can't bring them back, even if you give your own life. So I accepted the fact that he is gone. At times, I thought that I should have died in place of him, but then I realized it is far more painful for a parent to bury their child. I wish no parent has to see their child die. Now, I know that many people don't believe in God or afterlife, but I do. I know in my heart of hearts that we never really die, and we each have a soul group with whom we get incarnated again and again to enjoy this earthly life. All this love that we feel doesn't just dissipate out and is carried through lifetimes. I've started reading a lot of books on this topic and found a common theme between East and West philosophies. My father died at 63 last year from COVID, just 3 years after retirement. We were the happiest family I knew. When time came, no amount of money could save him. I'm a bit disillusioned by the concept of money now. Of course, you need it for basic survival, but most of us has enough to last a lifetime. Whenever I look at the inheritance my father left me, I can't bring myself to spend even a penny of it. That is his whole life's labor. We might be sitting on the opposite ends of the globe, but what makes us human is that we all feel the same way: pain, loss, suffering, joy, happiness, peace. We cry and laugh at the movies because we can empathize with the characters. I don't know why I replied to this particular comment out of so many. Maybe because you lost your son and I lost my father. But whatever it is, I genuinely want you happy, like I would like my father to be if I was gone. I'm sure you will meet again with your loved ones and have another great story.